you're down there in Houston, you know all about the Texas high school football that goes on down there with the best high school football, in my opinion, is played in Texas. An interesting story, 2029 quarterback Bryson Kennedy, who moved from Little Rock, Arkansas to Duncanville, Texas to play for the powerhouse Duncanville high school team, has been deemed ineligible to play for Duncanville due to, they basically said they moved there for athletic reasons, not for school. It's weird to me because, Sean, if they move, I mean, how can you tell them, hey, you're ineligible just because you moved for, a better opportunity for your son to play at a higher level in high school? And Duncanville plays at some of the highest levels there are in high school.
Duncanville is one of the best football programs in the country.
Yeah.
Year in and year out, yes.
Deemed ineligible. Now they have to move back. And the dad was out saying, we spent $15,000 to move to Duncanville. Now we have to go back to Little Rock, where he'll go back, play quarterback at his old high school. What are your thoughts here? Is basically they were told, no, he can't play. And this is a kid that holds offers, as you see right here, from Florida, Miami, Oklahoma, Auburn, and plenty of others.
Yeah, talented kid, Segs. Very talented. I've seen some tape on him. He holds the ball low and stuff, and he's got it comes from way down low. But when it comes out, dude, it comes out now. He's a good player. And he's still got a lot to learn as far – he's young. He's still got a lot to learn on the mechanics. But as far as raw talent, the kid's got some ability to flat out rip it. I don't understand this. I really don't. Now, if he's a kid that's across the street in a different school district and he was living in Texas and he moved in with his aunt or his uncle or his dad's brother to go to a better school just to enhance his athletics, and he wasn't living with his family and the family was together, but they tried to pull the okie doke, which we've seen before, Stegs, and move into there. Or if somebody was offering him money to move, meaning Duncanville came and said, here's cash, come to our school just under the table. Then I would say you should be ineligible on either account. I don't get this. Kids move to other schools, go from public to private. Kids moved into different school districts because for academic, athletic reasons. People move for reasons all the time. So if the dad would have lied and said, we left because a job change and my company transferred me to the Duncanville school district, it would have been okay. So now you're encouraging the family to lie. I don't understand. We got this shit all backwards in sports. That we want the negative stuff we love. We want we want to open a transfer portal for a high school and a seventh grader and encourage it. Yet when a kid's transfer because he wants to go play in a tougher conference against one of the better football powers in the country and in Texas, put it this way: if you're a football power in Texas, you are a football power in across the U.S. Okay, and Duncanville has consistently got phenomenal players. So the guy let's break this down. He wants to travel from Arkansas, good football, Texas better, to go and play in a better school. Better for his future, moves with the family, his own family that has moved to a different state, told the truth while they left because he wanted to be in better competition, and it gave him a better chance, like somebody that would transfer SEGs, let's say public school to public school, that you were told that the Katy school district is better than the Spring or what, I don't care who it is. And so your family moved into that school district because you thought that public schools that you couldn't afford private school, but the public school academics to get you to go to an Ivy League school were better at this public school because the metrics had told you that. We wouldn't have a problem with it.
All right.
So if this is the case and he moved, spent all that money because he wanted better for his kid and for his family to give his kid a chance, what are we doing here? They give up $15,000 as long as Duncanville didn't pay him back the money and say, well, it's done on the up and up, and you told the truth. Yeah, so now you're encouraging, next time just say, no, I got a job transfer. Have your people write the job transfer. Boom, you got a job transfer. And now you're working in Duncanville. What a blessing for Duncanville. This, to me, reeks of bullshit by the egos and nonsense of the high school districts and stuff is nuts. If they did this the right way, which sounds to me What, Segs? So if my son was of high school age and not from public to private or private to private, but all of a sudden, let's say I'm here in Texas and Houston, and I thought, well, he goes to Katy, which is a powerhouse, or in there. But I said, well, I want him to go play it in Florida at St. Thomas Aquinas.
Yeah.
And we're moving there as a family. The area we've scouted out, we're going to move there. Oh, by the way, when you go to Duncanville or St. Thomas Aquinas or a private school, Bishop Gorman in Vegas, guess what? There's more competition. Okay. Yeah. Not only competition that you get to play against, but there's going to be 3 other guys at Duncanville that are freshmen that along the way are going to be Division I recruits at some point. So I don't understand. The dad wants better for his kids, wants to move to Duncanville, wants to give his kid an opportunity to compete against the best, told the truth when they moved, and we're marking him ineligible because he can't move for athletic purposes. But if he'd have said academics, they would have allowed this to happen.
Yeah,
it's matter of fact, you wouldn't have even questioned it, Segs. It wouldn't even come up. No. So if it's another school complaining, I don't get it. Now, if you said, hey, we're shipping you off to go live with your aunt, but we're staying here, then I can understand, well, we got to dive deeper into this. The family moved to go play in a better school to give his kid a better chance to succeed. And then we wonder why kids and people, then we go back to, well, no wonder kids are real and trying to find the best place, taking NIL money and all that. I mean, this is just the dumbest thing I've ever heard, that the school district, that you're ineligible because your family moved to go play, to seek out better competition and a better chance to move forward in your football career, which includes academics, because you got to stay eligible to play in high school. So it's good for him too, regardless. I don't even know, the exact school did. I know to Duncanville, the locate. I've never been to Duncanville High School, Segs, but to me, I don't understand. This is a bullshit Bush League rule.
Yeah.
And the school district is they're not standing on business. They're standing on ego, or doesn't want Duncanville to get better. This is wrong through and through, because the family, by all accounts, seemed to me they did it right. They moved as a family to give their kid a better chance to play against better competition, meaning.
Yeah.
Makes no sense to me. Kid's going to get a scholarship one way or the other, no matter where he plays. But if he wants to go play tougher competition, I don't get this at all. Yeah. I'm 100% all kid and all on this kid's side on this one. It's crazy.
To me, it's just, it's black and white. The family moved. The family moved there. I mean, we have it happening in my town right now. Kid from 40 minutes away, a school inside the conference. But his dad is moving to my town, and his son is a very good quarterback being looked at by a few Big Ten teams. And are they because of athletics? Maybe, but they're moving. He's coming in, and it's like, okay, so in Texas, this wouldn't be allowed, even though his family is moving from that town to this town and going to have an address in my town where, that's all you need. In Illinois, it's just you show the address.
And it cost him, some money. So
yeah.
To move.
Yeah.
Cost.
He moved.
Right.
Yeah. And now in Illinois, when it comes to private, you got to be inside. I think it's a 30-mile.
Of course. Private's
radius.
Different story. If they can recruit and give kids scholarships, it's different.
Right.
So, Segs, let me make it even more personal. I train quarterbacks. You and I have talked about your kid. Let's just say you're in Chicago now. You want to move back here, and I'm the head coach at Katy High School. Coach Joseph decided to retire, and I'm the head coach at Katy. I said, Segs, I've watched you. I've trained you. I even trained your kid, even though I haven't. We've talked about football. But let's just say I had when you lived here. We talked Tom football. You said, Sean, we're thinking about moving back to Texas. My wife's got a school teacher job.
Yeah.
She wants to live in that district, which she has before. And you got a gig. You're going back to work. Bam. But we want to move there, and we want to come because I want him to play for you because I know he'll get the proper coaching.
Yeah. Right.
Even then, and I've trained the kid. Well, Sean, is that illegal recruiting? No, it's a good friend's family that he trusts me. He's moving in all the way from Illinois to come play in Katy because he likes the school district and wants to be a part of a good football program. I don't have a problem with that. That's not recruiting. I didn't give you a dime. I didn't pay for your move. You trust the guy who's been coaching him, and you moved out of state to go. And yes, people move far and wide to give their kids an opportunity.
Yeah.
We don't ever complain when the kid moves for academics. Why in the world are we complaining for a kid that's family moved from one state to another, not a county, not a town, one state to another to get better football? I absolutely, this is goofy, and you're disrupting a family's life. You are. They uprooted their own life to move for the kid so he can go play at a better. And, you know, I don't know what the dad and mom's job situation is, but to have to go find something different. And so the kid and the family's moving. Now you've completely uprooted their entire life where they got to go back so the kid can play football. Nah, man, we got it all wrong. We've got it all wrong. This is a case where it's not player empowerment. This is a kid where the kid deserves better, far better.
Yeah. It's a interesting situation for sure. And one that I definitely side with the kid and the family here.
So next time we're telling the kid, just lie, right, Segs? Go ahead and lie why you moved.
Yeah.
Just lie, and then it's okay.